200 schools compete. Only 14 make it to the finals. Which will be champions? And now, this year's Arkansas Governor's Quiz Bowl with your host, Evangeline Parker Guest.
Hello and welcome to Quiz Bowl 2016, brought to you by AETN. I am your host, Evangeline Parker Guest, and I'm truly honored and happy to be here with you. For months, teams from all over the state have been preparing and competing with the goal of being here in the AETN studios this very day. Only 14 teams are here competing in 7 final matches in 7 divisions. This is the finals for Quiz Bowl 2016. Yay! We're going to get excited in here today. Our Quiz Bowl broadcast will be divided into 2 parts. This morning, we'll see the top 2 finalists from the 5A, 3A, 6A, and 1A divisions. We then will have a 90-minute break, and at 1:30 this afternoon, we will have the 2A, 7A, and 4A divisions. During the next few hours, you're going to witness a program that is educational, entertaining, and always exciting, because the teams today are going head-to-head for the state championship. But before we get the match started, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce you to one of the people who make this live show possible by providing studio and broadcast services for these matches. Alan Weatherly, Executive Director here at AETN. Hello,
Hi,
Alan.
Imagine. How are you? Good to see you again.
Good to see you also. So tell us about the relationship between AETN and Quiz Bowl.
Well, if I can talk, AETN is 50 years old this year. And for 31 years, pretty much this time every year, we're honored to host this. We also, the Quiz Bowl Association meets here throughout the year. We're very pleased to be a part of that. This is extremely important to us, and it really typifies what we are all about. You know, people see Downton Abbey. You ever heard of that show?
Oh, yes,
or Sesame Street or some other things, and that's what they think about. But really, most of what we do is under the surface, so to speak, and this is at the very heart. Our education work is at the very heart of what we do.
So when you watch the matches, Alan, do you know all the answers?
Oh, no. I will stay around the studio until I can answer one question and say, well, I don't want to embarrass them, so I'll leave. But if they start with a math question, I'm telling you now, I'm going to leave because I can't handle it.
Oh, Alan, I think you can handle it. Well, we want to thank you so much for all that you do, the support that you give to Quiz Bowl.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. It's an honor, and these kids are very inspiring, so thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Alan.
Thank you.
And next, I'd like to bring in, give Alan a big round of applause. Next, I want to bring in my good friend Bill Davis, who's going to be our color commentator. So, Bill, what can we expect today?
Well, we've got 4 teams that's returning to defend their titles. We've got 3 teams that are returning to capture the title. Oh. Can you imagine the excitement that we're going to see today? And I noticed a minute ago you said it took months to get ready for this.
Yes.
One of the teams that's sitting up there right now, all juniors last year. Okay. I would suspect that they've been preparing for years. Okay. And now they're returning. They want that championship very, very badly.
Now, I see the teams bringing in boxes and loads of, looks like, research material. What is that all about?
Well, there's a lot of activity that goes on off camera that we don't see. Okay. Research. If there might be a challenge. We've seen challenges determine the outcome of the game. Okay. So that's what all that material's about, and you're absolutely right. There are a lot of them that bring boxes of books and documents.
All right, well, Bill, we're going to let you go get set so we can get ready for this match. That's Bill Davis. We're going to see more of him a little bit later. At this time, I would like to introduce the morning judges, scorekeeper, and timekeeper. They are Joanna Sutton, DeWanda Kirkland, and the head judge, Amanda McMahon. The all-tournament team and MVP judges are Carolyn Schry and Lisa Morrow. Our game scorekeeper is Debbie Adams. The timekeeper this morning is Sandra Elliott. To stay informed about Quiz Bowl and to watch matches from the past, please visit www.arquizbowl.org. Before we begin our first match for the 5A championship, we'd like to honor our 3rd and 4th place runners-up. In 3rd place, we have Clarksville. In 4th, we have Greenbrier. Now we're ready to introduce the teams for our 5A Conference Championship match between Harrison and Little Rock Christian. First from Harrison, we have Robin Rose, a senior, Tyler Nelson, a senior, Victoria Chu, a senior. Colton Simpson, a junior. Spencer Hennix, a junior. Beryl Anderson, a sophomore. Jonathan Hicks, a freshman. Connor Chu, a sophomore. Matthew Law, a junior. And Elizabeth Oak, a sophomore. Their coach is Rance King. Let's hear it for Harrison. And now to Little Rock Christian. Tyler Blazak, a senior. Their captain, Cooper Lair, a senior. Colton Fisher, a senior. And Hayden Bradbury, a senior. Their alternates are Gunnar Dobbins, a junior. Luke Hankins, a freshman. Parker Moore, a freshman. And Justin Patey, a freshman. Their coach is Dan Erlinson, and their assistant coach is Craig Lair. Let's hear it for Little Rock Christian. I'd like to wish both teams the best of luck, and now I'm going to turn it over to our quiz master, Steve Patterson. Steve, take it away.
Thank you, Evangeline. What a pleasure it is to be here for the 2016 Quiz Bowl State Championships. We've literally had hundreds of teams across the state throughout the spring competing to be here today. And we're down to 14, and in the 5A category, we're down to 2. And they're sitting here in front of me ready to compete. We are proud to be a part of AETN's 50th anniversary, and Quiz Bowl has been around more than half of that time, and we have a great relationship with AETN, and we hope it will continue long into the future. These two teams will help ensure that with this exciting match we're about to have. All right, our teams, are you ready? All right, judges, we ready? All right, well, here we go. Our first toss-up question of the 2016 State Championships. And here it is. Mozart composed The Marriage of Figaro and Don Giovanni with words in Italian. In what language did he put the magic flute? Tyler.
German.
German is correct, Tyler. Good job. Harrison's on the board. All right, question number 2 for both teams. When critiquing a painting by Georges Braque, Henri Matisse coined what word? Little Rock Christian, Cooper.
Cubism.
Cubism is the right answer. Good job. All right, both teams now on the board, so you can relax and have fun with the rest of the game. All right, here's question number 3. The Jewish calendar is based upon the cycles of the moon. In the Bible, however, the names of most months are not written in Hebrew, but in the language of the captors for whom the Jews adopted the calendar. Cooper.
Greek.
No. Harrison, what is that language? Tyler.
Babylonian.
Babylonian. Captor gave it away to you, didn't it? All right, here we go with a math computation. And with math computation, we give the teams 20 seconds to answer what we hope is a challenging math problem. So here it is for you. Find the 8th term in the series. 9, 12, 10, 13, 11, 14. All right, Little Rock Christian, Cooper.
15.
15 is right. All right. Let's go on to question number 5. In government, what term refers to the principle or practice of referring measures proposed or passed by a legislative body to the vote of the electorate for approval or rejection? All right, Harrison, Tyler?
A motion.
No. Little Rock Christian. You know it's there. Referendum. Referendum is the correct answer. All right, here's question. Everyone at home knew that, by the way. Question number 6. It achieved statehood in 1788, making it the 7th state officially to enter the Union. It was first explored in 1608 by John Smith. George Calvert was granted the territory. Name this colony and later state named for the wife of Charles I. Cooper.
Maryland.
Maryland is right. All right, question number 7 for both teams. The dictionary definition is a book of alphabetically arranged items and their meanings used in any science, art, or other branch of knowledge or work. What is the word I'm describing? Tyler.
A lexicon.
No. Tyler.
Encyclopedia?
Well, it's actually the word dictionary. All right. Let's go to question number 8. Borrowed from dramaturgy, what do historians call a large geographical region in which military operations are performed, such as the Pacific during World War? Harrison. Tyler.
A theater.
Theater. Very good. Both the drama and the military application. All right, here's our next question with a tied game. An attorney who is appointed or paid by a court to defend poor persons. Cooper.
Public defender.
That's right. All right, question number 10. Director James Cameron recently announced plans to make 4 sequels. Cooper.
Avatar.
Avatar. All right. We're halfway through the first round, and here's the next question for both teams. Sometimes known as the Canticles, it is read on the Sabbath on Passover. Name this book, the 5th in the Old Testament books of wisdom. Cooper?
Deuteronomy.
No. Harrison? Victoria?
Psalms.
No, it's actually Song of Solomon. Song of Solomon. I could just see you up there counting the books of wisdom. All right, question number 12. This New York Island's 1,723 square miles are divided into 4 counties. Kings. Colton.
Long Island.
Long Island is right. Well, you know your New York boroughs there. All right, here's number 13. In French, they are nasalized when appearing before the letters M or N. Gliding ones, which result when 2 or more of them are found in the same syllable, are also called diphthongs. What are these sounds? Cooper.
Vowels.
Vowels is right. That was a long question for an easy answer, wasn't it? All right, here's question number 14. An official British inquiry into the poisoning death of Russian spy Alexander Litnikov in 2008 has found that the killing was probably Tyler.
Putin.
Vladimir Putin is absolutely right. All right, and we're not saying he did. We're just saying it's alleged that he did. Don't want hate mail from the Russians today. All right, question number 15. Rivers play an important part in geography, both physically and politically. Name the river forming a common border between Oregon and Idaho. Cooper.
The Snake River.
The Snake River. Good. All right, question number 16. Since no candidate had a majority of electoral votes in the presidential election of 1825, the election was decided among the top 3 by the House of Representatives. Identify the man who was chosen to serve as our nation's Cooper.
John Quincy Adams.
You're right, John Quincy Adams. Hopefully we won't have a similar situation this year. All right, question number 17. Sometimes I don't know whether Zelda and I are real. Cooper.
F. Scott Fitzgerald.
That's right, and his wife Zelda. You picked up on that quickly. Question number 18. The area's many colleges and universities make this city an international center of higher education. Identify the city. It's the largest in New England. Cooper.
Boston.
Boston, Massachusetts. Good. Question number 19. Connecticut, though far removed from the Wild West, has helped to create the popular image of the Wild West. Samuel Colt contributed his name to the 6-shooter, said to be the gun that won the West. Who invented and lent his name to a lever-action repeating rifle? Cooper.
Remington.
No, that was widely used. Tyler.
Winchester.
Winchester was the answer we were looking for. Good job. Question number 20. Give me the 12-letter word for the organization of 49 nations that are allied with Great Britain. Colton.
Commonwealth.
Commonwealth is right. Well, you know New York and you know Great Britain. Good job, teams. Great score. Very close game. That's the end of round 1 with our score. Little Rock Christian 100, Harrison 70. All right. Do we have any challenges from our coaches to make? All right. Do we have any substitutions that you would like to make? We are going to make a substitution at this time for the Little Rock Christian team. Welcome back to our 2016 5A State Quiz Bowl Championship game. And while we took a little break, Little Rock Christian has brought in Gunner. Gunner, it's good to have you join the team for Little Rock Christian. In this round, the teams will answer toss-up questions, and if they get that toss-up right, they will have a chance as a team to confer on 4 bonus questions that will give them 5 points each if they get them right. So good luck to both teams here in our second round of bonus questions. All right, here's the first toss-up for both teams. What Secretary of State survived an assassination attempt by stabbing? Colton.
Seward.
You're absolutely right. William Henry Seward is the correct answer. And Little Rock Christian, you get our first bonus of the day, which Cooper, captain of the team, I'll get my answers from you. All right, the question is UN Secretaries General. I love this category because I have to say these names for you. All right, when given the name of a UN Secretary General, tell his nationality. All right, here we go. Number 1, Uthant. Answer, please.
Cambodia.
No. The next one is Trygve Lie.
Norway.
Norway is right. The third is Javier Perez de Cuellar.
Spain.
No. And question 4 is Boutros Boutros-Ghali.
Egypt.
He is Egyptian. So 2 out of the 4. Good job. Trygve Lie is, that's the one you got, wasn't it? Uthant is Burmese, so he's from Burma. And then Boutros is from Egypt. Did we get that one right? Okay. So we need to know that Javier was Peruvian. All right. Those are our answers for those. And now we're ready for both teams to put their hands back on their buzzers and try to get this math computation question. All right, I've got 20 seconds on the clock. You've got your pencils in hand. Here we go. If an aviator ascends to a height of 17,000 feet, how many feet over 3 miles does he go? Time is called. All right, the correct answer was 1,160. Might come in handy if you're ever a pilot. All right, question number 23 for both teams. The style known as Art Deco got its name from an exhibition in this city. And Pierre L'Enfant's grand plan for Washington, Cooper.
Paris.
Paris is the correct answer. All right, you got just enough of that to know what you were, I think you were about to say Washington, D.C., weren't you? All right, but Paris was the right answer. So you have earned a bonus in particle physics. Popular topic at home for the folks watching, I know. All right, identify the following terms from a brief description. Cooper, I'll get my answers from you. Here's the first one. This kind of device called a cyclotron, or pardon me, like a cyclotron, manipulates electromagnetic fields to propel charged particles to high speeds.
Just accelerator? Yeah, sure. Particle accelerator?
Yes. The lifetime of these fermions, also a nucleon, is at least 10 to the 30th power years, and no experiment has yet detected one decaying.
Electrons?
No. These were first postulated in 1930 by Wolfgang Pauli. Have a neutral charge and, like quarks, come in flavors.
Neutrino?
Yeah.
Neutrino?
Yes. W and Z bosons, though massless, acquire an effective mass by traveling through a sticky molasses-like pool. Not yet, Gunner. Molasses-like pool of those yet undiscovered particles named for a Scottish physicist.
Higgs boson?
Yes. And the only one that you missed was protons. Protons instead of the other. So good job, 3 out of the 4. And we're ready for the next bonus toss-up for both teams. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Examples in nature include cellulose, silk, and protein, while synthetic examples include Kevlar and nylon. What is this? Cooper.
Polymer?
Polymer is the right answer and has earned you a bonus. The third bonus is called Academy Awards, so you're getting quite a range of topics today on your bonuses. Given a category and a short clue, name this year's winner of the following Oscars. Hopefully you were watching. All right, question number 1, Best Actor, the movie The Revenant.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yes. Best Animated Feature Film, a preteen's inner struggle.
Inside Out. Inside Out?
Yes. Best Actress, the movie Room. Answer, please.
Jennifer Lawrence.
No. And Best Supporting Actor, the movie The Revenant.
Tom Hardy. Hardy?
No. Mark Rylance was the actor there. And the one for the Best Actress in the movie Room was Brie Larson. Brie Larson. All right. 2 out of the 4. Good job. And we'll go to the next toss-up for both teams. Here we go. Its legislature in 1832 decided 73 to 58 against abolishing slavery in this U.S. state. Name this only southern state to ever consider abolition before the Civil War, a direct result of fears following Nat Turner's. Cooper.
Virginia?
Yes. All right, with that answer of Virginia, you get colleges and universities as your bonus. All right, when given the name of a college or university, name the state in which it is located. The first one is Xavier.
Ohio?
Yes. Delta State.
Mississippi?
Mississippi, nice and close. Villanova.
Pennsylvania?
Yes. And Princeton.
New Jersey?
Good job. All 4 correct in that bonus. And it has the added result of moving us out of the second round and getting us ready for our lightning round. Do we have any challenges, coaches, on this questions? None? All right. All right, before we make any substitutions, I want you to hear our lightning round categories, because in this round, and I'm explaining this not so much for you, but for our audience, in this round, each team will be given a category. They will choose from 3, and then they will have 60 seconds to answer as many as 10 questions for 10 points each on their category. All right, the first category is called Presidents and Wars. Name the person who was serving as President of the United States during each war listed. Note that the conflict may not have involved the United States. All right, the second one is called Waxing Poetic. All answers have to do with terms, people, or possibly a line from poetry. And our third category is World Geography. Given a country and a direction, tell me the name of the country that lies in that direction. For example, if I said United States North, you would say Canada. All right, each team has 60 seconds now to decide their category.
Well, Bill, we've got a good game going.
We have got a good game going. Harrison kind of fell asleep in that second quarter, but we've seen the 60-second round turn a game around, and that might happen here. Harrison does have their back against the wall at this point. They've got to pick a 60-second round that they can either run it, and last year we only had one team, Center Point, ran a 60-second round. We didn't have any others run it, so that's hard to do.
Wow.
And we always talk about how the 60-second round is important in a game, but we just got through seeing right now how important the bonus round is.
Okay.
I mean, that's made the difference. First quarter, there were only 3 questions that were not answered.
Wow.
By these 2 teams.
Wow.
So Harrison can compete. They can come back, and I'm looking for it to be a much tighter game.
Talk about educated guesses.
Oh, we saw some here. Yes, and it made a difference.
Oh.
You always and another thing is anticipation. I've seen it on both sides of this match already. Okay. They're anticipating where the question's going, and guess what? They're jumping in real quick and getting it. That's aggression. And we'll see more of that as this game goes on. We're going to see a lot of that all through the day.
Okay, so no one needs to give up, right?
Oh, no, never.
Never give up.
There's a lot of points out there right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is your advice to the teams right now?
Just relax, let the questions come to you, don't get too fidgety, and play the game.
Just play the game?
Don't watch the score. Play the game.
Okay. I mean, it is so exciting being here in the AETN studios. These kids are doing a great job, and I think they're telling us that we're not quite ready to go back. So let's talk about the excitement of Quiz Bowl and why Quiz Bowl is so important.
It is exciting. It is exciting. It's exciting to compete. It's exciting to coach it. It's exciting to watch it. Right now in the audience, even though the cameras don't go there, we see lots and lots of people that are supporting these teams, and that's very important. And they're doing it because it's exciting to watch.
Very important. And we're glad that you are tuning in to watch Quiz Bowl. And I think we are ready to go back to the match.
Welcome back to our 2016 5A State Quiz Bowl Championship game. And while you were hearing interesting information, we were up here working. And Harrison got to pick their category first today because they're a little bit behind in the score. And they chose the World Geography category. And then Little Rock Christian chose the Presidents and Wars category, leaving poetry for another day, I guess. All right, and also we had Hayden come back into the game. Hayden, welcome back. And we've rearranged a little bit, I think, for Harrison, but same folks up here. All right, so I think we're ready to begin. Our timer has 60 seconds on the clock, and we're ready to start. Tyler, remember, when you want to give an answer to me, look at me and speak loudly and tell us your answer. 60 seconds to do this. Given a country and a direction, tell the name of the country that lies in that direction. For example, if I said United States North, you would say Canada. Ready? All right, here we go. Egypt, west.
Libya.
Yes, Iceland, east.
Norway.
Yes, Paraguay, south.
Argentina.
Yes, Zimbabwe, east.
Pass.
Bangladesh, west.
India.
Yes, Kazakhstan, north.
Russia.
No, Papua New Guinea, south.
Australia.
Yes, India, west.
Pakistan.
Yes, Macedonia, south.
Greece.
Yes, Bolivia, east.
Brazil.
Yes. All right, good job, Harrison. Judges, I have that they got all but 2 on that round. Great job, 80 points for Harrison. Now we're going to take the 2 that they missed and give Little Rock Christian an opportunity to answer those 2. So Cooper, I think you understand the category here. I'm going to give you Kazakhstan west. Kazakhstan north.
Kazakhstan.
Yes. And, I'm going out of order, aren't I? And Zimbabwe east.
Mozambique.
No, that one is Madagascar. Madagascar. All right. Well, good job, Harrison. Now, Cooper, you and the Little Rock Christian team get to try the same and do at least as well. On your category, Presidents and Wars, You're being asked to name the person who was serving as president of the United States during each war listed. The conflict may not have involved the United States. Are you ready? All right, we've got 60 seconds on the clock, and here we go. World War I.
Woodrow Wilson.
Yes. War on drugs.
Is that Reagan?
No. Korean War.
Truman?
Yes. American Revolution.
Washington?
Yes. War on terror.
Bush?
More specific.
George W. Bush.
Yes. Vietnam War.
There's multiple. Nixon?
Yes. War of 1812.
Madison?
Yes. Black Hawk War.
John Tyler?
No. French and Indian Wars.
King George III?
I'll accept that. No president was the answer there. Persian Gulf War.
George H.W. Bush?
Yes. All right. Very good. Judges, 9 correct on that one?
Yes, we missed
8. That's right. Thank you. So just as good a job as our Harrison team did, but now Tyler, you can take 2 more here if you know these answers. First is the war on drugs.
Nixon?
Nixon is the correct answer. All right, and then the other one was Black Hawk War.
Andrew Johnson?
Andrew Jackson would have been the correct answer. All right, but very good job for both teams. It's been a great round, and let's see if we have any challenges. Might have a challenge over here. All right, so we're going to take just a moment and allow Little Rock Christian to make a challenge on one of the questions.
So, Bill, we have a challenge.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what it's over.
No.
I'm really not. I listened to that 60-second round, and I'm not sure. It's Little Rock Christian that's challenging it, and I know Danny well enough to know he's got some ammunition here. Okay. But I'm not sure. And you know, last year we had 3 or 4 challenges, and I think we had 1 that was successful. Now, let's give a little bit of background on this. They only have 5 minutes.
Okay.
The other thing that we may not see on the camera is they have to produce printed material. That's the purpose of the books that we talked about at the very beginning.
All right.
That they're going to have to produce proof. He can't just go up there and say, look, I teach history and I know this. That won't work. He has to show it, and that's where you see a lot of students that are not in front of the camera that are doing that research. They're going through that. But again, I'm not sure what the challenge is. We'll find out. They'll describe the challenge. During the time that the challenge is going on, both coaches from the 2 teams will come up, listen to what's being done. This will be handled very, very quickly. And like I say, this is very, very important. Because if you notice, no one gained or lost in that 60-second round. They both did very, very well.
They did.
To get 8 out of 10. And notice the trick question on the wars that Little Rock Christian had. I mean, that was, you had to think, which president, who? And there wasn't one.
So how do the teams remain calm and, you know, focused during these challenges?
Okay, during the challenge, any coach is going to tell them, you don't get involved in this. Don't use up any energy. You sit there and relax. I have seen coaches make a challenge knowing they were going to lose it because they thought their students were getting a little tense. Oh. And you would see the assistant coach go to them and say, look, settle down. We're in the game. What's the deal here? You know, so, and that's not what's going on here. I can tell you that. But I've seen that strategy used. And right now, I'm kind of perplexed. I'm really interested. It's going to be interesting to me to see what the challenge is and what they're doing.
With the advancement of technology, Bill, I would have thought that I would see, you know, laptop computers in here to do the research, or smartphones. But I'm seeing books.
Yes, because you can get on a laptop and pull up anything, and it could be true, false, or nothing. Junk. As we used to say when we were in college, garbage in, garbage out. So they don't take that. It has to be a printed book, has to be a dictionary, a text that is recognized as being credible. I mean, you've got to have that. You can't just take a laptop up there and say, okay, this is what John Smith from Massachusetts says about this. Well, we don't know if that's correct.
Has to be verified information.
Has to be verified, you bet. And then the judges have a difficult time. I mean, they've got to determine, is this really accurate? Does this apply to the question? How is the question worded? I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes on. But every one of those judges are Quizbo coaches. They have good experience. They know what they're doing. Can they make a mistake? Sure. Go to any athletic event. Referees will make mistakes all the time, but the game goes on. I personally have not seen any mistakes made here.
Awesome. Let's talk to the young people who are watching us now and the parents who are watching us now who may not be involved in Quiz Bowl but would like to get involved. What are the benefits of being involved in Quiz Bowl?
We couldn't list all the benefits. One is the camaraderie that they gain from being involved in a team effort. The other is the fact that you're going to be expected to take risk. You're going to be expected to kind of, you know, mash on that buzzer and give an answer, and somebody say, where'd that come from? And you just get over that. It widens a person's personality. It gives a lot of advantages to these students that do this, and they do well in the future, too.
Awesome. Well, we're enjoying the match, and so we know you're enjoying it. We're going to go back to the match.
Welcome back to our match. We had a challenge at the end of the third round over one of our questions and answers, and we have a challenge procedure in place. It's a very important one because we don't sometimes get every possible answer to a question written down on our sheets, and so the teams and their coaches have a chance to challenge. We did have a challenge on the World Geography category on the Zimbabwe East question. I believe that Amanda has our results of our challenge.
Okay. Our challenge was on the Zimbabwe East question, and Little Rock Christian gave Mozambique as the answer, and it is directly east of Zimbabwe, so we accepted the challenge and awarded 10 points to Little Rock Christian.
All right, thank you so much, Amanda, and Little Rock Christian, a good challenge there. Madagascar is also east, but evidently so is Mozambique. Glad to have that 10 points, I know, on the board for you there. All right, with that said, I believe we're ready for our final round. Did we make any substitutions we'd like to make? Are we good? No, we're going to make a substitution with Little Rock Christian. Welcome back to our 5A State Quiz Bowl Championship game. And it's been a great game so far. Harrison's a little bit behind going into this last round, but we have 200 points up for grabs here in this last round. So this is very doable, Harrison. Little Rock Christian, of course, you're going to try to maintain your lead here in this final round. And in this round, we asked 20 toss-up questions, and there's no conferring. It's just individual answers as they hear the questions. So I wish good luck to both schools, and here we go with our final round in the 5A. The first one is a math computation question. All right, we've got 20 seconds on the clock, and here's the question. What is the cosecant squared of 30 degrees plus the secant squared of 30 degrees? There's our time called. The correct answer was 5 1/3. All right, question number 32. Anne Frank and her family fled to the Netherlands in 1933. In what country was Anne born in 1929? Harrison Colton.
Germany.
Germany is the correct answer. Charles Nagel was the last person to serve in the combined post of Secretary of Commerce and what? Tyler.
Labor.
Secretary of Labor. So y'all are already on your comeback trail here. All right, question number 34. Kansas City Royals player Salvador Perez was named the 2015 World Series MVP after his team won the pennant in 5 games. What position does Perez play for the Royals? Colton.
First base.
No. Luke.
Catcher.
Catcher is right. You're in the game just in time, Luke. All right, question number 35. 2 individuals have declined the Nobel Prize in Literature. Name either one of them. Cooper.
Sartre.
Sartre was one, and do you know the other as well? That's all right, you got the point. It's Boris Pasternak. Boris Pasternak. All right, number 36. A matrilineal society prior to European contact, several groups self-identifying as this tribe. Colton.
Amazon.
No. Still meet in Ohio and Kentucky, while the official reservations are in Oklahoma. All right, what is this Algonquin-speaking tribe of whom Tecumseh was a chief? All right, the correct answer is Shawnee. Shawnee, very close to the Amazon, but not quite. All right, question number 37. Some authorities believe that the greatest orator in history was a Greek of the 4th century BC. His speeches, entitled The Philippics, were violent attacks on Philip of Macedonia. Name this orator. Robin.
Socrates.
No. Little Rock Christian? The answer is Demosthenes. Demosthenes. All right, question number 38. Which French artist painted such still lifes as The Kitchen Table and Cherries and Peaches? Cooper.
Cezanne.
Cezanne is right. All right, question number 39. Zahara Jolie Pitt was born in this nation. What is this nation? Also the birthplace of Aida, the heroine of Verdi's opera. Cooper.
Egypt.
No. Verdi's opera of the same name. Colton.
Italy.
No, it was Ethiopia. Ethiopia. All right. Never thought in a Quiz Bowl match I would say Zahara Jolie Pitt, but I have now. All right, here's question number 40. What is the general name for reagents that produce insoluble compounds that settle out of solutions? Tyler.
Precipitates.
You're right. Question 41. 2 French words are used to distinguish relations with the same name, such as father and son, Alexander Dumas. What word is used when referring to the elder? Victoria.
Senor.
No. Little Rock Christian? Père, P-E-R-E, père. Timeout, all right. Our teams are allowed 1 timeout in a game, and Harrison is called a timeout. Welcome back to our 5A state championship match here on Quiz Bowl 2016. Schools are allowed a 30-second timeout once in a game, and so Harrison took theirs. And while that timeout was occurring, we made some changes on our teams. In now for Little Rock Christian, Gunner is back. Gunner, good to have you back. And for Harrison, we have Connor and Spencer and Beryl all back into the game today. And we're glad to have you all here for this last questions of the match. All right. You're just in time for a math computation question. So let's put 20 seconds on the clock and give you this question. A speed of 75 miles per hour equals how many feet per second? Answers, please. All right, there's our time. All right, and the correct answer was 110. All right, here's our next question, number 43. In logic, what type of reasoning uses one or more known statements or premises to reach a logical... Cooper.
Inductive reasoning.
No, to reach a logical conclusion. Tyler.
Deductive reasoning.
Deductive reasoning. If you'd missed that, I would have been unhappy with you. All right. Question number 44. The nearly 4 billion years from the Earth's formation to the start of the Paleozoic era are lumped together into what division of geologic time? Tyler.
The Precambrian.
That's right. All right. Question number 45. He called his Prometheus Bound a lyrical drama. Name this poet. Tyler.
Shelley.
Shelley is the right answer. Good job. When King Ahab coveted the vineyard of Naboth, his wish was carried out by the sinister plotting of his wife, who later... Cooper.
Jezebel.
Jezebel is the right answer. Now, we need Little Rock Christian to get those Bible questions, so very good. All right, question number 47. What term in ecology refers to the process by which plants and animals that can adapt to changes in their environment are able to survive and reproduce? Cooper.
Natural selection.
Yes, natural selection. Question 48. Which lovable fictional character's first words as soon as he wakes up in the morning are, "What is for breakfast?" Gunner.
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh is right. Good job, Gunner. One of my favorite characters in literature right there. It's actually the first thing I say as well. All right, question 49 is a math computation. All right, we've got 20 seconds ready, and here we go. You buy 100 feet of fencing and decide to enclose the largest possible garden within it. What will be the area of the garden? Luke.
625 square feet.
No. Answer, please, Harrison. All right, there's our time called. All right. The answer was 2,500 pi square feet or 796 square feet. All right, question number 50. What proverb from Henry IV, Part 1 means caution is preferable to rash bravery? You could translate that into discretion is the better part of valor. And that was the last question of our match today. We congratulate Little Rock Christian defeating Harrison today. Little Rock Christian will be our state champion in 5A. Harrison, the first runner-up. Great job to both teams. Very proud of you.
Bill, great job to both teams. Harrison didn't give up.
No, Harrison didn't give up, and I'm impressed with the young man Tyler on Harrison's team. They may very well be back sometime. If you remember last year, Little Rock Christian was up against Morrilton. It was a good game. Little Rock Christian came up a little bit short. So that's what we were saying at the very beginning. Sometimes it takes years of preparation to win the state championship. I would say to Harrison, there's a key word in this, and that's determination.
Determination.
If you are determined to put that extra foot forward or to go the extra mile, lots of times you reap the reward. However, with that said, nobody needs to hang their head in shame on this game.
Right,
this was a well-fought game on both sides, both teams. Wonderful.
Now,
wonderful.
you were scratching your head during the challenge.
Yes,
So.
it was the geography. and now note, there were 2 countries that would have answered that question.
Okay.
Because they were asking east of a particular country. Well, yes, there's 2 countries that would be east of there. So, and I had said that would not be an idle challenge if it's coming from Little Rock Christian.
Okay, all righty. Well, let's go back to the set for the awarding of the trophy and the check with Janet Buford and Kelly Holt.
Congratulations, guys. That was a good game. Harrison is our runner-up in 5A. Congratulations to you.
What a great run, Harrison. You did a great job to get here, and you have $1,500 in academic excellence coming too. Congratulations on AGQBA.
Thank you.
Cooper is captain of the team. This is the first place championship trophy that goes to Little Rock Christian. Congratulations to you.
And here's
But you really want him.
Here's a check for $3,000. Congratulations, Cooper, and you have a great team. Good job.
Thank you.
Cooper is also our MVP. Have you got too much to hold there? And I'm presenting him with a trophy and a medal. You want to just hold on to that? Congratulations.
Because he's the MVP, he has a $150 check coming too, but he's run out of places to hold it.
You can give it.
Congratulations. Good job.
Good job, both of y'all. Great team. Great day.
And now for the 5A all-tournament team members, Carolyn Schry.
Yes, indeed. Cooper is definitely our MVP for this tournament. He averaged across all games played over the last 5 games, an average of 21 points a game, which is a tremendous number of toss-ups. And then Tyler was just a little ways behind there. And he, Tyler from Harrison, has a 10.6 average, and he did a great job too. Then we also have the rest of the all-tournament team that are on teams not here today. Daniel Crabb from Pulaski Academy, Zane Colvin from Wynn, Ryan Leggett from Greenbrier, Houston Hopkins of Clarksville, Colton Hunter of Beebe, Allison White of Magnolia, Parker Pruitt of Beebe, Michael Aluokan, I hope, of Greenbrier, Molly Mason of Greene County Tech, and Joshua Allen of Maumelle. That is our all-tournament team for 5A. I'm Carolyn Schry, and I am the state director for the Arkansas Governors Quiz Bowl Association. We are Quiz Bowl in Arkansas. We deal with middle school, junior high, and senior high. We have a lot of trophies set up today because these are getting ready to go out to regional competitions. We have 34 regional sites at the junior high and 30 at the senior high. They are geographically based with 6 to 8 teams in each site. And these are for the top 4 teams at each of those sites who will then move on to the next level of competition. The main goal of Quiz Bowl, I would say, is to prepare students for life after public education. They learn a lot of study skills. They learn a lot of test-taking skills. They learn to learn material on their own without a teacher having to present it. All of this tends to make them a more well-rounded student and one who is better able to take those exams they have to take to get into college. an ACT, an SAT, later a GRE. All of their Quiz Bowl skills go into making them score higher and better and be more comfortable in those situations. Quiz Bowl is not just a memorization or a learning of facts. It is about teaching students life skills, study skills, test-taking skills, how to use a lot of information that they've gleaned from wherever and consolidate it into something that will be usable and apply it out into the real world or into a job. Nationally, our teams are ranking in the top 10, often at the competitions at both the junior and senior high level. We have actually had the first place winner at junior high on more than 1 year in the past 5. We have had senior high winning teams at the top level, and our teams are consistently right up there with the top. It is a tremendous amount of work, but you love it, and we have a great time. We have a great board. We get coaches who are extremely interested in Quiz Bowl. It's representative of all areas of the state, so probably 85% of the schools belong, if not more. We try to find more ways that we can reward students who play Quiz Bowl. For example, last year, we developed a scholarship for an outstanding senior high student, and we intend to that be carried on again this year. We actually formed a sister organization this summer, which is called Friends of Quiz Bowl, and that will be one of their duties, if you will, is to come up with working on candidates for this and trying to give more than one scholarship if monies provide. If they come up with more monies to be able to do that. They are also tasked with seeking donations and with rewarding outstanding coaches. And so that will be another way we can outreach more to our members, our students, our coaches, and the community. We want to keep it going. We want to make sure that we gather enthusiasm in some of those schools that may never have been involved before. And each year we do have a certain number of those that come in. We're glad to see it. Sometimes they're brand new schools, like a charter school. Sometimes it's a school that, say, Bentonville, they come up with a new junior high, or 2 new junior highs this year, and they want to be members. All over the place, we are growing Quiz Bowl in Arkansas. And not only that, our teams are recognized nationally. We had winning teams at both junior high and senior high level on the national scale. And not just 1 year, but several years. So we're excited about that. We've had other teams in the top 10, and that's great. It shows that we're right up there with the competition in some of these states that may have done it a lot longer than we have. It is continuing to grow all the time. So yeah, that's the kind of things we do, and we keep doing all year round because it takes that to make it happen.
Before we begin our second match for the 3A championship,